loves, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. How y'all doing? I'm so excited to be hanging out with y'all today, like for real, okay? How was y'all weekend? All that good stuff. Okay, y'all should be seeing this on a Wednesday, so technically the weekend already been passed, and I already saw y'all on Monday. Oh, okay, y'all. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Okay, what is going on? Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all your movie plans. If you're going to the theater this weekend, if you have already been to the theater lately, what did you see? Y'all drop it in the comments because y'all know I love to hear about that, right? As for me, I am doing amazing. Excited to be hanging out with y'all. Like seriously, as you can tell by the smile. As you can tell by the smile on my face and just thinking about these different things that I've been watching lately, movies and stuff, I'm just like, oh, we got a lot to talk about, y'all, for real. But of course, I'm gonna try. I always do my best not to keep y'all real long, like for real, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled Glory Road. And you guys should find this film streaming right now on Disney+. But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. After being appointed the new coach of the 1966 Texas Miners, Don Haskins decides to build a team based on talent rather than race. The conservative townsfolk balk at the new radically diverse lineup, despite the fact that the team is winning all their games. Now they watches out there. Oh, y'all, this movie. This movie brought me to tears. Like, it was so many different moments in this film that I literally like was shedding tears. Like seriously, y'all know how sensitive I am. Y'all probably like, blood girl, you always crying about something. I admit to that, I do, but it's for good reason. This film is so powerful, like seriously, y'all, and it just makes you, it really like captures your heart and just sends you like, oh, you know, that's how you feel. You love these characters here. They so beloved, like every single one of them. But my favorite, it's kind of hard to have a favorite here, like seriously, because I really love them all. But I am gonna have to go with the coach, Don, because like I felt like, I mean, the players and the coach, like seriously, they all like were risking their lives and different things to play this game and all of this stuff, to be there for each other, support each other. They all of their lives were literally on the line. But I just gonna have to say the coach, because like he really stepped out and he pulled these guys together. He was the one, he was that glue for them. But I felt like as much as they needed him, like the player, as much as they needed him, he needed his players as well. They taught this guy so much, and it literally, like everything that they taught him and all of this, it literally, like he took it home to even his own family, like his wife, and just to see like a transformation, like all of this stuff that happened, y'all, because here we got this white coach, Caucasian coach here, and he used to be like a girl basketball coach, so he had that a little bit hanging over his head. So when he was like invited to be a part of, like, to coach this team and putting together these guys, like he literally went in the gutter, he went wherever he had to go with his little assistant, and they found like some of the best players. They found some players that were passionate about the game, and of course these guys, they were black, but they were also, like you can tell, they were a little bit afraid, because here we're in this time where obviously there is a big division, there is a big separation here. So the guys here we're a little bit timid in different things when they see this white coach show up in their neighborhood, and they're like, okay, wondering, they're guarded, they're wondering like, what is he here for? Are they gonna try to, you know, do something that is unlawful to them? And you can understand like all of the baggage, all of the trauma these guys were carrying throughout their entire lives, and to get to this point in their college years, it's like, wow, to see the opportunity that was offered to them, and the fact that they had to step out on faith I'm all excited. They had to step out on faith to accept this opportunity, like seriously, because like you can imagine, I'm trying to paint this picture for y'all, okay? I know it's kind of hard to imagine in the times that we're living in now, because you just see, so like we're in this big melting pot and you see a lot of different people from different cultures and backgrounds get along easily, and we don't really see people like that where it's so out there. I mean, it's still going on. We know it's going on, right? But if we do at least see certain people in the times that we're living in now get certain opportunities that we weren't necessarily afforded back then, back in those days, right? And so you can imagine these guys, like I said, to have that kind of trauma and to not even think that there was anything meant for them to do with their lives, even though they may had a gift, even though they may had a passion to play this game of basketball. It was like, I think that in their minds, they just settled for whatever, like, you know, just settled for what was around them, thinking that they would never really go anywhere with it. Or somebody, even if you try to present something to them that's different than what they're seeing, they feel like you're almost like selling them a dream, like seriously. And that's how they felt about Coach Dunn when he did show up in their neighborhoods, in the gutter and this poverty-stricken area all around the city and stuff, these different cities. That's how they felt. Like this coach was selling them a dream. Like they thought, like, what are the chances? Like, it's just never gonna happen. Even if they felt like, forgive me, y'all. Even if they felt like this coach had a good heart and had good intentions, they also felt like even if he was really for them, like the world wasn't ready to see colored people of color play this game amongst other, you know, races and stuff like that. They felt like the world just wasn't ready for it. And so they didn't really want to get their hopes up. And I love that Don here, like literally he put everything on the line. He worked with these guys both mentally, emotionally, physically. He worked with them. He pushed them, and he pushed them past the limits that they even thought that they had. Well, past the limits that they had for themselves. He pushed them to the hardest because he knew what was inside of them, and he wanted to bring out their best. He wanted them to obtain everything that they were capable of doing. These gifts that they had inside of him, he was determined to draw it out of them. And I just love that because you can see that he became like this father figure and like this brother, and it was just so nice to see people from different backgrounds, cultures, and all of that come together and love on one another and be a family that sticks together and sticks it out regardless of what is coming against them. And that's what it took for this team to win, not only on the court but off the court. And it was just so amazing, y'all. It had me in tears. Like I said, so many different times in this film I literally came in tears because you can just feel the passion there. You can feel the struggle and the challenges that were in their way, in all of their ways, regardless of what they look like. And sometimes you even put yourself in the like on the front line just because you're accepting someone that people said, oh, it's not right to accept this type of people, and you literally became a target just to protect them, to encourage them, to bring out their best. And that's what this coach did. And I was just so proud of him that he stood up even when his life was on the line, when his family life was on the line. And I love that he was all about what was right, and he was about doing the right thing. And that's what he taught these boys, and they went so far, y'all. Like seriously, he changed the course of their lives in just an amazing way. And y'all can see I'm just cheesing from ear to ear because I just love these powerful stories. And I feel like even now it's so relevant in the times that we're living in now, especially with so many different people trying to bring division and separation amongst different people and different cultures. I mean, y'all can fill in the blanks. I don't even have to necessarily go there. I mean, we look at the news and we can see around how even we're seeing, even though this film was made back then, and these stories, because this is based off a true story, it happened way back in the day, we can see evidence of that still here today, unfortunately. And it's going to take that same passion, that same determination, and that same love and compassion for one another to move forward, to like bring out the best out of each other, and to know that regardless of how somebody looks, regardless of how somebody talks or dressed, that you're all alike. You're all been created fearfully and wonderfully by God. And we need to stand together, and we need to fight the good fight of faith with one another. Be like together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm just all excited about this film. Like, I could literally see the image just play out before my eyes, and it's so beautiful. It is encouraging. It is inspiring. It's gonna make you think about the love of Christ and all that He sacrificed for us to have life and to have it more abundantly. All of that good stuff is wrapped up in here, y'all. And once again, this film is titled Glory Road. You can find it streaming right now on Disney Plus. But before I leave y'all for today, we're gonna go ahead and get into the scripture, and we're coming out of Psalms 41 verse 1, and it reads, "Blessed is he who considers the poor. The Lord will deliver him in time of trouble." So that's all I have for y'all for this video. As always, please remember to leave y'all thoughts, your prayers, your overall take in the comment section below, because I do read them and I do enjoy hearing from you all. And until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.